I'm Marlene, and I'm lucky. I have macular degeneration. That's when the blood vessels in your eyes leak, and you can see blind spots in front of you. Eventually, you can go blind. Smokers are a lot more likely to get macular degeneration, and I smoked. I'm lucky because there's a treatment for it. Every month, I sit in a chair with my eyes held open by a retractor. Then the doctor takes a needle and injects medicine right into my eyes. The first time the needle went in, it sounded like an egg cracking. Every time I feel that needle in my eyeball, I wonder why I ever put that cigarette in my mouth. My tip is, smoking wasn't worth going through all this. And I'm the lucky one.
Smoking can cause macular degeneration. You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
This is Brittany Huffman, Program Coordinator of Tobacco Free Allegheny, reminding you that November 19th is the Great American Smokeout, a day when smokers all across the country put down their cigarettes for just one day, and possibly for life. Quitting is hard, but with the right mix of support, advice, and possibly medicine, you can make this time successful. Getting help can double your chances of quitting for good. The Pennsylvania Free Quit Line has professionals ready to help. Call the Quit Line today at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of Healthy Living with Tobacco Free Allegheny. I'm Joyce Petro. In many of our local neighborhoods, convenience stores are a common part of the retail landscape. And in many areas, both urban and rural, convenience stores are the only nearby places to buy food. The choices at these stores are often limited to packaged food, and there's very little, if any, fresh produce. Tobacco Free Allegheny is working with the Food Trust and its Healthy Corner Store initiative to address the need for more healthy food options in local neighborhood corner stores and to help motivate consumers to make healthier choices. Our guests today are Alvaro Drake-Cortes, Project Manager for the Food Trust's Healthy Corner Store initiative, and my colleague Kristen, Retail Compliance Liaison for Tobacco Free Allegheny. Welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
Hello, Joyce.
Hello, Joyce.
You prefer to be called Cortez, correct?
I do, thank you.
Cortez, can you tell us about the Food Trust and what is its mission?
Sure. The Food Trust is an organization that works to ensure that everyone has access to affordable, nutritious food and that they have the information necessary to make healthy decisions. We work in schools by providing nutritional education and health promotion, in corner stores by providing incentives, training, technical support, and business tools to help business owners become successful, profitable sellers of healthy foods in their communities. We also do work in the community by providing nutrition education and free, healthy 2-hour cooking workshops for adults at over 150 sites, including libraries, churches, YMCAs, after-school, and summer programs. We also work with local growers to set up fresh produce sourcing opportunities for community members and businesses. And we also, of course, do some work with towards policy change by working with local, city, and state and federal institutions and offices to help curb the promotion of unhealthy foods and beverages in schools and communities. So that's basically what we do.
Cortez, will you describe the Healthy Corner Store initiative? What is the project, and how does it benefit the community?
Sure. The Pennsylvania Healthy Corner Store Initiative is an effort that is funded by the Pennsylvania Department of Health, and it's based on the initiative that was developed for Philadelphia. It's aimed at improving the availability of healthy food options in corner stores where oftentimes only or primarily unhealthy foods are sold. The initiative is being implemented in 11 cities throughout Pennsylvania, including Pittsburgh. The Department of Health funds the initiative and has selected 6 regional primary contractors to implement the initiative in their communities. The Food Trust trains and provides technical assistance to those RPCs or regional primary contractors on their Healthy Corner Store model. And the regional primary contractors work with business owners in their communities to implement the 4 phases of that model.
What are the 4 phases of the model, and how are those phases implemented?
So the 4 phases of the model consist of, first, an inventory change phase, in which we work with corner store owners to help them add 4 new healthy items from a healthy product menu. 2 items from 2 out of the 7 categories in the healthy product menu. Once the owners introduce those items, they work with us to complete phase 2 of the model, which is to install the marketing materials that identify their store as a healthy corner store and that begin to educate their customer base on what items are healthiest, less healthy, and least healthy. The materials consist of a door decal that identifies them as a healthy corner store network store, shelf banners and shelf talkers, which are adhesive or vinyl signs that speak, quote unquote, to customers as they walk through the store on how healthy a type of food is. Once these 2 phases are completed, they receive a $100 incentive. This amount is offered to help them overcome any costs they may incur when they first introduce the 4 items in phase 1. Now, during phase 3 of the model, the Healthy Corner Store Initiative staff members visit with business owners at their stores, and they provide trainings from a Sell Healthy guide that we've developed. This guide is a collection of proven, free, or low-cost business practices employed by different food retailers aimed at improving food sales. These practices are tips that range from how to select and display healthy food products in a store, to how to price them, promote them, to how to improve even the store appearance in order to make the business more attractive and successful. And finally, there's phase 4 of the model, in which stores that have demonstrated potential for greater success by introducing many healthy foods and who are engaging their customers in a way that helps promote healthy food sales can become eligible to receive what we call a conversion, which is a set of equipment items designed to display healthy inventory. And these consist of baskets, shelving units, and even refrigeration units.
Cortez, how long does it generally take for all 4 phases of the model to be completed? So how long does it take to recruit a store and to get them through all 4 phases?
The model is being implemented in a very systematic, methodic approach. What we're doing is that the Food Trust trains each of the partners on the implementation on each of the phases, and then the partners will go out and actually implement that phase. So, for example, when we started doing recruitment with Tobacco Free Allegheny, we provided them with the training on how to recruit, the use of recruitment tools, and then they went out and recruited stores over a period of 3 months. That was a quarter. In the next quarter, they worked with store owners, those same stores that they had just recently recruited, to have them implement the changes of inventory and to install the marketing materials. So they had 3 months. The store owners had 3 months to go ahead and make those changes. And of course, Tobacco Free Allegheny staff worked with them to help them develop those plans in order to make those inventory changes. And then moving forward, currently they'll be receiving their training for phase 3, in which they'll begin to work with corner store owners to receive those business trainings, those tips that will enable them to sell healthy foods independently, so that hopefully the hope is, or the goal is, that they begin to make independent investments outside of the incentive that we provide for the program, and it becomes a sustainable model for them.
Oh, that was what I was just about to ask you. After the 4 phases are implemented, what encourages the store owners to continue with the program?
So, and I don't know if Kristen would like to chime in here, but I can share that what I think one of the things that is very successful about our program is actually the relationship management, establishment aspect of the work that we do with stores. So, for example, when we work with corner store owners, the key to our success oftentimes is what kind of relationship we build with them, so that we're able to then engage the corner store owner and influence their behavior around their customers and around the kind of inventory that they choose for their store. So one of the things that we do is, for example, when we develop the business owner trainings, is that we have conversations with store owners around their needs. And we ask a lot of questions around what are your goals? What are you looking to accomplish in your store? What products have you tried in the past that maybe haven't worked? And from those conversations, then we choose or select training topics that answer the questions or that address the kind of concerns that they'll have.
So there is an ongoing relationship with the store owners even after the 4 phases of the model have been completed?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, the goal is to continue to work with store owners, help them develop ongoing plans for improving their inventory. So even though they select and introduce their initial 4 items to their inventory, we actually, every time we visit the stores, we have a conversation with them around what else would you like to introduce next? What other products do you think you could begin selling that would be profitable in your store? And what we do is, since we conduct an inventory every time that we visit the stores, we sort of point out where those opportunities lie so that they can, again, sort of begin to think about what items they're going to introduce next and continue succeeding and on that path.
That's great. So we've been talking about corner stores. Kristen, can you tell us what qualifies as a, quote, corner store, unquote?
Sure. While there's no universal definition of a corner store, the Food Trust defines a corner store as being between 1,500 and 2,000 square feet in size, with about 4 aisles or less with 1 cash register. So they're your typical mom and pop corner stores.
So, Kristen, what's happening here in Pittsburgh with the healthy corner stores?
Tobacco Free Allegheny and the Food Trust brought the initiative to Pittsburgh in January. The Food Trust had trained Tobacco Free Allegheny in different phases of the program. So initially, we assessed corner stores to see if they met the definition of a corner store. Then we approached the owner and discussed what the Healthy Corner Store initiative is here in Pittsburgh and talked with them about what the incentives are to join our program. Once the store joined our program, we started by doing an inventory check to look for the healthy items that the store was already selling. Then we discussed ways for them to add the 4 new healthy items into their inventory by making suggestions based on our inventory. So then a few months later, we returned to the store with marketing materials like a window decal for the front door, shelf banners, and what we call shelf talkers that indicate the stoplight approach. So the green light promotes the item is healthy and you can eat that item all the time. The yellow indicates you can choose that item sometimes, and red, which means you should eat that item less often. So we installed these marketing materials in areas of the store where the items are actually being sold. So, for example, we have a sticker that is applied to a refrigerated door that promotes drinking water over regular diet soda. As of today, Tobacco Free Allegheny has recruited 14 stores into the Healthy Corner Store program.
Oh, that's great. Can you tell us what stores have joined the Healthy Corner Store initiative in the city of Pittsburgh? And, of the list that you'll give us, are they in any particular order?
No, they're actually not in any particular order. I'm going to start off by saying that we have a few stores that we recruited in the north side of Pittsburgh, and those stores are Mimi's Market, Hanini Market, Center Point Convenience, and Schwartz Market over on Brighton Road. We also have a store over in Lawrenceville called the Hospital Mini Mart. We have a couple stores located in Mount Oliver, which is Chong's Market and A&E Deli. We've also recruited a couple stores in the Sheridan area, which is the Sheridan Mini Mart and the Elliottstown Market.
Well, that's great. Cortez, can you tell us what outcomes or benefits do you expect to see in the city of Pittsburgh, both for the consumers and for the store owners from the Healthy Corner Store initiative?
So initially, there's a $100 incentive that the store owners benefit from receiving. They receive that over the first 2 years of participating in the program. But there's also the in-store training and technical support that we provide to the store owners as we share information and ways of becoming more successful businessmen and women. There's also the Sell Healthy Guide, which again is a collection of tips and practices that focus on improving the way that healthy foods are selected, displayed, marketed, and promoted within the store so that sales increase. And of course, the profit margins increase. Also, there's free marketing materials, not only to educate customers on what foods are healthiest, but also to let the customers know that you're participating in an effort that aims to improve their lifestyles and health. And finally, there are the opportunities for store owners to receive equipment such as shelving, baskets, and refrigeration in phase 4 of that model that will make it easier for customers to locate healthy foods in stores and thereby increasing the profit margins for the store owners. In addition, participating stores can become eligible to serve their communities as hubs for enhanced programming and community activity, such as in-store nutrition and education sites or health screenings. And while these benefits may only sound as benefits to the community, the idea is that these stores are recognized by their community members as places that care for their well-being and are rewarded as such with customer loyalty and increased store visits and purchases.
Kristen, can you tell us about some of the changes that participating store owners here in the city of Pittsburgh have made and how the new items have been received?
Sure, Joyce. Some of the changes that the store owners have made are adding fresh fruit such as apples, red and green apples, oranges, and bananas. They've been received very well. In fact, Mimi's Market over in the north side on Wall Street has said that she can't keep her bananas off the shelf. And while I was there doing an inventory check, I actually witnessed a woman picking up different types of canned products and reading the nutrition labels. And I feel like she got that great idea because of our marketing materials that have been displayed throughout the store that indicate the red, yellow, and green light.
Thank you. Cortez, what about consumer education? What if the customer doesn't want healthier options or is unaware of healthier options?
One of the things that I believe makes our model a success is that it meets customers and business owners where they're at and then provides a path for where they can be. We don't necessarily say, don't have that, or we'll say, enjoy that less frequently or once in a while, so that there isn't a judgmental tone about the choices that they're making, but instead there's a constructive one that leads folks to improve their thinking and decision making around food.
Kristen, could you give us some examples of some simple ways that a store could provide healthier options? Does a store have to have refrigeration in order to be a healthy corner store?
That's a great question. No, you do not have to have refrigeration to provide healthier options. Some of the simple ways to provide those healthier options would be simply by selling whole wheat bread along with your white bread, and selling canned vegetables with sodium less than 290 milligrams or less, or selling canned fruits made with 100% fruit juice or made with light syrup. And these particular items have a longer shelf life and they do not require any refrigeration.
Oh, that's great. Cortez, to wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to share about the Healthy Corner stores and how our listeners can get involved?
Our participating stores have made a choice to serve their community in a better way. They've committed to better serve their community by increasing the number of healthy options in their store. And I think they should be recognized by way of a verbal and monetary thank you on behalf of its customers. Customers can say thank you by frequenting the store and thanking their local participating store owner. Local businesses can say thank you by directing their employees to these stores. And local growers can get involved by visiting these stores to start a relationship that will result in a win-win for both entities. Citizens and businesses can also reach out to Tobacco Free Allegheny to offer their support, perhaps by way of collaboration, funding, volunteering, etc.
Well, I'd like to thank you both for being with us today. Our guests today were Alvaro Drake-Cortes, Project Manager for the Food Trust's Healthy Corner Store Initiative, and Kristen Police, Retail Compliance Liaison for Tobacco Free Allegheny. And when we return, I'll be talking with Brittany Huffman, Tobacco Free Allegheny's Program Coordinator, about the Smoking Cessation Awareness Week, Allegheny Quits for Life.
This is Brittany Huffman, Program Coordinator of Tobacco Free Allegheny, reminding you that November 19th is the Great American Smokeout, a day when smokers all across the country put down their cigarettes for just one day, and possibly for life. Quitting is hard, but with the right mix of support, advice, and possibly medicine, you can make this time successful. Getting help can double your chances of quitting for good. The Pennsylvania Free Quit Line has professionals ready to help. Call the Quit Line today at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
My name is Amanda. I work with women who are trying to quit smoking, and I have some tips for you in case you're pregnant or thinking about having a baby. First thing is, keep trying to quit, or better yet, don't start smoking. It can cause premature birth, which can then increase the risk of your baby having developmental delays, problems with eyesight, breathing, and more. So don't give up. There are people like me who are here to support you, because I know what can happen if you don't quit. Your baby could be born 2 months early and weigh only 3 pounds. She could be in the NICU for almost a month, put in an incubator and fed through a feeding tube that goes through her nose down into her little stomach. I know that because I smoked while I was pregnant, and that's what happened to my little baby. I quit. You can too. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
This is Brittany Huffman, Program Coordinator of Tobacco Free Allegheny, reminding you that November 15th through the 21st is Allegheny Quits for Life Cessation Awareness Week. Help to quit smoking is all around, including the PA Free Quit line. Call them today at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Hey, I'm Brandon. The disease I got from smoking led to me having both of my legs amputated. It's called Berger's disease. That's where your blood vessels can get blocked because of blood clots that can destroy your skin tissue and lead to infection, gangrene, or worse. In my case, it started on my left foot. Eventually, I had to have my leg surgically removed just below my knee. I was 19. A few years later, I had to have my right leg removed too. I was a double amputee at 23 years old. The reason that happened was because I smoked. So I have a tip in case that happens to you. Take showers instead of baths, and use a shower chair. You'll find bathtubs are a lot harder to get in and out of when you don't have legs. Some of you might think I'm just making all this up. I wish I were.
Smoking causes immediate damage to your body. You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Welcome back to Healthy Living with Tobacco Free Allegheny. I'm here this segment with Brittany Huffman, who's Program Coordinator for Tobacco Free Allegheny, and we're going to talk about Allegheny Quits for Life. Brittany, what is Allegheny Quits for Life?
So Allegheny Quits for Life is a program that Tobacco Free Allegheny is co-sponsoring with the Allegheny County Health Department, and it's a smoking cessation awareness week. It's running November 15th through the 21st, and we're running it to coincide with the American Cancer Society's Great American Smokeout on November 19th. We're working also with other partner organizations in the region to promote cessation resources that are available to all Allegheny County residents.
So the Great American Smokeout, I think we've all heard of that. Isn't that a day where smokers are encouraged to quit, even if it's just for one day?
It is, and a great resource to help people quit just for that one day is the Pennsylvania Free Quit line. People can give them a call at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
So why is a Smoking Cessation Awareness Week important?
Smoking rates are declining nationally, but we've still got a long stretch in front of us. Every day, roughly 1,300 Americans die from smoking-related illnesses. That's around 480,000 a year. And this isn't just a national problem. It's something that's affecting us here in Western Pennsylvania. 23% of adult Allegheny residents smoke, and compare that to the 18.4% of Pennsylvania residents who smoke, as well as the 17.8% of adult Americans.
So Allegheny County rates appear to be higher than state or national rates.
They do, and that's especially why it's important for us to bring awareness to the cessation resources that are available to county residents.
So what kind of activities are planned for our Allegheny Quits for Life Smoking Cessation Awareness Week?
Well, our kickoff is what we're calling Merengue Monday, and that will be November 16th at the county courtyard. We are bringing in children who participate in the local dancing classroom program, and they will be doing an example dance and then helping us to teach others how to do the merengue as well. Our tagline is "The only thing smoking will be the dance floor," encouraging people to find other activities to replace smoking with. We're also doing a public service announcement video contest for students in the 6th through 12th grade. And that's encouraging them to create a public service video announcement that we'll use throughout the week, and encourages them to help promote a tobacco-free life.
So where can people go to find out more information about cessation resources or for activities and events during this week?
They can go to our website, www.tobaccofreeallegheny.org, and they'll be able to find cessation resources there, as well as more information about how to partner with Tobacco Free Allegheny on Allegheny Quits for Life.
And what was that quit line number again?
1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Thank you for being with us today. That was Brittany Huffman, Program Coordinator for Tobacco Free Allegheny. Thanks for joining us today on Healthy Living with Tobacco Free Allegheny. You're invited to listen to this broadcast by visiting www.tobaccofreeallegheny.org.
Want to truly make a difference? The Tobacco Resistance Unit, known as TRUE, is a youth-led movement throughout Pennsylvania to help teens ages 12 through 18 stay tobacco and nicotine free. Join TRUE and help educate, prevent, and stop teen tobacco use. TRUE is managed by the Pennsylvania Alliance to Control Tobacco and the American Lung Association. For more information, visit our website at www.truinpa.org.
My name's Mark. What's your daily routine? Get up, feed the kids, shower, and go off to work? Yeah, that was my routine. But I smoked too. And then I got rectal cancer. So my routine became tests and more tests, ultrasounds, CT scans, chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery to remove the tumor from my rectum. Routine became looking into my wife's worried eyes every day and calming my little girl after kids on the playground told her that her daddy is going to die because he has cancer. Yeah, that was my daily routine. My tip is, if all that sounds good to you, keep smoking.
Smoking can cause colorectal cancer. Screening saves lives. You can quit smoking. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and